Hi friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all is well with you. Caroline here. I'll be guiding you through a brief meditation to connect you to your moon cycle, menstrual cycle, wherever you are in that. Specifically, this one will be for bleeding days. So the period, the moon itself. I'll likely share more content related to the other phases, ovulation and the other two more lesser known potent periods of your cycle. I will likely share more on those in the near future. For now, this is best if you're about to bleed, having just bled, or are bleeding from your yoni, as the spiritual world I found tends to call it. So I'll have you find a comfortable seat. You can be laying down, seated, in a squat, because that does allow for a more potent flow. A bit more intense though, so if you'd rather recline down, rest something on your belly, you're more than welcome to. And then we'll find a couple of rounds of breath here together, connecting through these internet sound waves. So first, find an exhale out of your mouth, releasing any stale air. Deep breath in through your nose. Breathing deep into low belly, hips, womb space, and then exhale out of your mouth. A few more times just like that. Fill up with a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Once more, inhale and exhale. Notice how you're feeling physically and energetically within yourself today, within your environment as well, as that plays into so much. If you haven't already and you would like to, you can drop your eyes shut or find a softened gaze. Rest an eye mask over your lids. Beginning to turn your gaze within one way or another. Diving deep within to the murky depths of self, your inner tides of being. You've been here time and time again. You come from here. Allow love and the beating of your heart to rise above any timid notions or fearful, anxious thoughts, for love is all you are, all you need in these tides of lunar being. I will be using some feminine language today, simply in an energetic sense. So, speaking from my experience, bleeding is quite feminine for me energetically, and spiritually it feels very yin and lunar. Sometimes that wild, Shakti, feminine, divine, but of course you can see it however you would like to and shift my words however you see fit in your mind. See how they settle and explore their meaning for you, and allow that to deepen your experience and link to your moon, your monthly cycle. As you're likely bleeding at present, if you're still hearing my voice, I'll I'll share with you a mantra you can repeat in your mind and then leave you in some silence for just a bit. It's threefold. I release. I allow myself to shed. I lighten myself back onto the soils of sweet earth. I release. I allow myself to shed. I lighten myself back onto the soils of sweet earth. Blood to soil, blood to soil. Release, allow, lighten. Send your breath to your womb space. Allow it to wash over any sensations you're feeling in that space and invite in ease and warmth. The moon too needs the sun, so if you're feeling incredibly lunar and slow, you can imagine some sunbeams on your belly, warming the muscles that are allowing for this release. Holding space in that softly stoic manner that allows for you to ebb and flow while your tides sway, come and go. Know that you are safe and you are held by all that is. Find healing in that, simply in being connected to your cycle. On a micro level, you're healing the macro and you are causing ripples through the way moon cycles and bleeding are seen. Erase stigma within self, any shame, any self-doubt. Trust that this cycle is sacred. Trust that your connection to your cycle is deeply sacred. Know that the earth, of which to you are linked, she receives your peaceful shedding with joy as it is of her. And it is reminiscent of her own seasons of shedding, because again, you are of her and she welcomes you back always, bare feet, wild hearts, through jungles and oceans. Hear the beating of your heart and how it beats in tune with the rhythm of this earth, the rhythm of your cycle. Release, allow, lighten. Breathe into the call of your womb space, and as it sheds blood and layers of self, what can you release with that? In an energetic sense, in a habitual pattern sense, stories you tell yourself, which can go back to the earth, for she knows how to move through these cycles in a sustainable manner. You know that the winds and the rains will take what is shed away, and they won't return to you except if only in another form, like rain from the sky drawn up from the waters of the soils. If and only if some semblance of what you release returns to you in some way, be it next month or through another cycle of self, you might not even recognize it in its shifts. But trust that all that comes your way, that comes back through to you, for you, has its divine purpose. Thank your blood, thank your moon for arriving, for sharing in this ceremony with you for a few days of the month. Find gratitude in that your body is functioning and your body is moving through its cycles with the earth and with the seasons and with all who bleed. A collective, a family beyond blood, but linked through the peaceful shedding of blood. Stay with your breath for a few moments longer here. Notice where your womb space, your moon space, your yoni asks of you to go from here. To remain, perhaps pausing this video, to move beyond, perhaps creating or moving, singing, dancing in some way. Listen, open, trust. I'll begin to part ways with you now, but thank you for listening, for arriving and showing up for self in this way. To bleed is such an intimate and powerful part of our cyclical ways. And I've linked in the description box a few of my most favorite at present words and content similar to this that have connected me to my moon cycle. Some will use more gendered language, so approach with ease and an open mind. The way I see it, it's all applicable to all, no matter how the original creator sees it, creator of the content. So those are linked below, and I wish you ease and warmth and love through the remainder of this period of your cycle. Stay tuned for more. Like and comment, subscribe if you're so inclined, share with me how you feel. My links are in the description box as well if you'd like to connect further. Thank you so much. Please rest. Enjoy some cacao, maybe some tea. Thank you really for listening today. I'm sending you so many blessings on your bleeding days.